what's up? This is the Big Twizz Show. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get those likes up so I can bring you this free game. Big Twizz Show.
The Big Twizz Show.
It's the Big Twizz, baby.
I love my weed, yes indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you coughed and pass that joint. I love my weed, yes indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you cough, man, pass that joint. I love my weed. Waking up in the morning, feeling good now I'm yawning. It's a wake and bake session. Blowing cushions a blessing. Get my rubber dub on. Spray on some Shine cologne. Open my closet like hello. PYOC apparel. Step out my door and feel the sun rays. How you doing, Miss Parker? Hop in my Lolo. Blowing cushion my photo. Visine for my eyeballs. Cause I'm looking real high, y'all. Drop the top, get my cruise on. This a blow session song. Yes indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you cough, then pass that joint. I love my weed. Yes indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you cough, then pass that joint. I love my weed.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Oh, hey there, baby.
Oh, shit.
Are you okay, baby?
I know they ain't laughing at me.
They sure are, baby.
It's man, fuck is hot. What the fuck is a Big Twizz any goddamn way? Nigga better pay me for this shit.
That ain't even no lowrider. I can't stand him.
Stepping into the function. Socks high like a cholo. Aztecs be my kinfolk. Bring peace with that green smoke. Atmosphere looking real proper. Little mama on Big Papa. Looking sexy in a bathing suit. High heels looking real cute. I was thinking that she Asian. I was having cause she blazing. She looking so amazing. Her blood start to finish. Now she wanna puff my spinach. I'm sorry, it's COVID. You gotta roll your own shit. I still love you, don't trip. Yes, indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you cough, then pass that joint. I love my weed. Yes, indeed. Get your lighters, let's go smoke. If you cough, man, pass that joint. I love my weed. Roll that shit, light that shit, smoke it. 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 Ha ha ha. I'm high than a motherfucker, man.
It's the Big Twizz, baby.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Big Twizz Show. I hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Um, it's called Saturday After Next. I hope y'all liked it. I want to give a couple of shout outs to, a couple of people real quick. Let's see. We got Nazir at the Capital Station Auto Sales, 430 North 12th Street, Sacramento, California, 95811. And you can get a hold of him, 916 628 9771. Check out my homeboy. If you need a car, truck, whatever you need, go check him out. He'll have you straight. He'll have you straight. Real good, honest dude. Also, I want to give a shout out to Teresita, my girl out in Pittsburgh, California. She's all season real estate, tax and notoriety. Hey, taxes is coming up. Go see my girl, man. 3128 Harbor Street, out in Pittsburgh, California, 95465. And the office number is 925-427-2303. Go check them out, man. Get them taxes done before they take your ass to jail. You know what it is. Hey, welcome to the Big Twizz Show. I got a good treat for y'all. I got my son-in-law. We about to break it down one on one. How you doing, Derrick? You're wrong, loved one. You got it on mute?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Think we lost it.
Can you hear me? Oh, we having technical difficulties. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me, D? I can hear you. I can hear you. All right, guys. Sorry about this. We're having little difficulties. He'll be right back in. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, that was me. Sheesh.
Aha, you good. You good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, that's what's up. I got my son-in-law Derrick here, man. We got a good show for y'all on the Big Twizz Show.
What's up?
Please welcome my son-in-law Derrick. What's going on, baby?
Ain't too much, man. I appreciate you having me on here. It's been a minute. We've been talking about doing this. We finally here.
Yeah, we here, man. Hey, my casa su casa. You can come. Hey, y'all, Derrick, he'll be doing his own shows. He's gonna have a podcast coming out. And you welcome to do whatever on my platform. You know how we do, baby.
Definitely. I'm still working out the times and everything, trying to get my schedules and everything right. Soon as I get this routine down, it's on.
Yeah, ain't no rush. Ain't no rush at all, man. You there, and then you here, so we good.
Oh yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
I see that little nugget you put up there. Look. Well, check it out. Let's go ahead and get into the interview, man. I got a couple of questions for you. That's cool.
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
All right. Well, let's get a little background about yourself. Tell us about yourself. Background, like you got any hobbies, sports? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man. So honestly, I didn't have internet growing up, so since I have a smartphone now, man, since I got internet, I don't have any hobbies in particular. I just like to look up stuff, find out how to build something. Like I just got my bow and arrow back out. I started practicing my archery. I got a crossbow. I've been practicing that. Oh, speaking of, Lenice is a natural with the bow, man. I told her she need to do a YouTube page too. Like she never shot one before in her life. She said she picked up one at the Renaissance Festival or something like that. Okay. And she always wanted to shoot it. But then she started messing with mine, and like she on point every time. Like she better than me with it.
Oh,
I'm just
wow.
telling the truth.
Look, that's that indigenous Indian in us, man. You know,
It's something, yo, and
hey, we the Indians, man. She got it down by nature. Look at my daughter. Shout out to L Buggy. That's what I call her, Lanice. Shout out to you, love.
For sure. So yeah, hopefully she get on YouTube or something and start talking about what she doing and how, like, what she looking at and whatever, with no training whatsoever, because I bet that shit would take off too. But
Right.
yeah, like horticulture. I want to start growing peppers. Like, I'm into anything and everything, man. Honestly. Shit.
You just getting
What
back
else
into
about
your roots, pretty much. Just
yeah,
what you like
Yup.
to do is just going back to your indigenous roots, brother.
and just digging, figuring stuff out, finding out what I like. That's basically it, honestly.
Hey, look, I'm so glad my daughter picked the right one. I'm so happy to call this young man my son-in-law, man. Shout
I
out to Temple
appreciate that,
too.
man.
She raised a great son, man.
Preach. That's good love.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So what have your past jobs been? So since you're good with your hands and building stuff, what was your last jobs, pretty much?
You said my last one or my past?
Your past jobs, pretty
Okay.
much.
So right out of high school, like you said, I like to work with my hands and stuff. And I was in this thing called the Beta Club, where you have to have a certain GPA. Like, I was smart. I was pretty good in school. And like now I know that it really didn't matter. But anyways, like in school, I think I could have went to college. I would have been successful, but I wasn't feeling it. Like, I cannot sit down and do anything. So first thing I did, my first job, was straight into the military. And that's no better either. But yeah, I'm glad I went. I learned a lot. So I went to the military. I worked on electronic missile systems. The MOS code is 94 Alpha. The name was Electronic Missile Systems Repairer. So I did that for like 4 years. And shout out to my mom too, because when I was little, I always bugged her on getting me this little electronic kit. Like, it was the book festival we used to have at school. And they would sell other little things too. And she got me this kit one time. We could hook up 9-volt battery to it and then do all this wiring and stuff. And I never got it to work. It was supposed to be an alarm clock or something like that, I think. But I used to just do my own thing and hook up random shit and like experiment with it. So she really got me hooked on the electronic path. And then I ended up going to the Army, doing that, got more electronic experience. And it was something that I wanted to do since I was a kid. So kept on taking that further, advancing that. Once I got out the military, I went to school for avionics, because I went to work on airplanes too.
Wow. Okay.
But I think with that, it's more paperwork than actual work, because if something go wrong, it got to be a paper trail, man. And I was like, nah, not feeling that neither. Let me go ahead and do something else. Okay. So I ended up going to Kuwait and doing the same thing I did in the Army, working on missile systems out there.
Oh,
wow. And yeah, that was cool. That was an amazing experience. I was in Mabula, this place called Mabula. Oh man, when you hear about Kuwait, the Middle East, you think like crazy, nasty or whatever. I don't know, but man, they have regular shit like us, like McDonald's and whatever. But theirs is it's different. It tastes so much better, and I think it's because like a lot of the stuff that's in our food is outlawed in those countries. But you could taste it, like it's crazy.
Right.
But that was
crazy.
Cool. So, but I was away from my family for like a while, and the company I worked for, they ended up losing the contract. I think they were called URS. They were called AECOM. Then they switched to URS. They lost the contract and all this blah blah blah. So I came back home and ended up working for Halliburton, another bad company. More electronic work again.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a lot of different jobs, man. A lot of different learning things, all electronic based. I loved it for the most part, but just I couldn't. It wasn't for me. Like at every job, the pay was good and everything, but it was always something about it where I felt restricted. Like I'm making my money to keep afloat, but the company is making the real money. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
They the one getting really paid. So, we all, when you think about it, it's slavery basically. But
Pretty much.
after Halliburton, because matter of fact, Halliburton, I ended up popping hot on a drug test for weed,
Right.
and so,
Smokey, how
but I
you get
always
fired
had,
on your day off?
huh?
I said, Smokey, how you get fired on your day off?
Nah, look, I had it planned out, man. It was supposed to work. Like I had my little pee bottle and everything. So I poured the shit in the little cup, and the lady was like, "Nah, that ain't gonna work. Your pee a little cold, man. You gotta do it again." I was like, "Well, ain't gonna happen. I'll holler at y'all later."
Right.
So I ended up getting another job at it was like a little CNC thing. You work on CNC machinery, they cut metal or whatever, and that was cool, whatever. But by that point, man, it was like at every job I went to, the description of it would be cool, the pay would be cool, but after I get settled in and I'm working it, I always had this same feeling of this. It ain't it. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be doing something for me, like, and my time is for me. You know what I mean? Because think about this. Say I work 12 hours. It's 24 hours in a day, so that's half my day right there.
Mm-hmm.
I come home, or I don't come straight home. I stop to get dinner on the way home. That's 30 minutes, maybe. And then talk about the trip home. That's another 30 minutes. So that's an hour right there out of your 12 hours left in your day to spend with your family, because the other 12 hours are with whoever.
Right.
And then you got everything else that goes on in between. I mean, after getting home and going to bed. What's that? 5 hours at most if you want a good night's sleep. So it just wasn't worth it for me. Because like I don't know, man. I'm a family dude. Like I get around my family and we argue and we bicker and shit. But when I'm away from them, like it always feel off.
Yeah, right, no doubt.
So boom, left the CNC thing. That's when I was like, all right, you know what? Colorado ain't it. I miss my family. I'm gonna move back home to Virginia. Lanice was on board with it. I brought up the idea with her, and we just picked up and left, man. Honestly, like, I'm happy we did that, because if we sit down and we thought about it, we probably wouldn't have did it. Because it was crazy the way we did it. It was literally
glad
like,
y'all did it. I'm
me
so
too.
glad my daughter is out of Colorado Springs. You did a good job. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm glad we out there too, man.
Yeah.
Especially now, like it's crazy out there now. It's a lot of shit going on.
Right. Yeah, there is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, man, being raised out there, I'm glad you took your family that way. You made a wise decision,
I'm glad it worked out.
Family, like, man, you did right. You did right, son. I appreciate you.
So far, so good.
Right. And I'm glad you see, like, working is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ADHD. I can't stand working for someone. And then I'm so ADHD, it's like I'll work for someone and still have businesses on the side. I'm just all over the place. Matter of fact, I'll let you keep going into that because I see where you going with that. Go ahead, son. Go ahead.
All right. So back to the work business. So we moved to Virginia. I started, man, it's more jobs and shit. Field service engineer. That was a lot of like, and oh, by the way, if you are into the working thing, which is not for everybody, but if you like getting paid good money and you don't know a lot, if you into maintenance work, field service, look into that. They because people don't like to travel like that. People don't like to have to leave home, and that's the only thing about field service. Like you usually fixing something, usually using your hands. There's all kinds of field service engineers, but usually you tell them like, I'm willing to drive, I'm willing to move around, like yada yada, and they're gonna teach you everything. They're gonna sing you like my job. I ended up going to this place called Lake Zurich, Illinois, and I was there for like 2 weeks. They taught me how to work on blood drawing machines, plasma machines, all of that. And I got back home. It was cool. It's like, all right, so basically your job is you running this business. You based in Virginia. Your business is from Maine to what was my furthest south? I think my furthest south location was Florida, but I never made it there. I never ended up going that far. So yeah, if you into that and you want to travel, that's an easy thing to get into. But back to it. I didn't like it. Like it's like again, too much time away from the family. I remember the day I quit was I got a call. It's like, hey, Derrick, we gotta be in Atlanta tomorrow to install these plasma machines. And they said tomorrow. So I was ready to get up, go get a flight, and go to Atlanta. And I was like, you know what? Nah, Lanice was pregnant at the time too. And so I loved it. The people I worked with was cool, but it was like the circumstances around it it wasn't mapping for me, you know, it wasn't adding up.
Right.
So I quit on the spot there, and I ended up finding a local job. And this is where the weed part comes in. So my next job after that was working on radios or whatever, but that was neither here or there. The one after that is the one. It was a local job. I was making $20 an hour, which in California might not be that much at all, but in Virginia, man, where everything cheap.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I feel like a king out here.
You balling, right?
Yeah, like big balling.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm working at this place called FDP Controls, and oh boy, are they a big part of my story.
This is how you transition to the weed.
Yup.
Okay.
All right. So FDP Controls is a brick factory, right?
Uh-huh.
They make their money by selling bricks. Some of the bricks they make in-house, and I didn't make the bricks, but I worked on the presses, the press machines that made the brick, that press them down and, press all that metal grain in the pucks or whatever.
Right.
So I'm working on the machinery there, and they also making their money because they order cheaper bricks from China, and they sell those.
Okay.
And so when I come in, and man, I wish I had people that could vouch for me, because this story amazed me. I amazed myself with this, and this is why I'm glad this story happened the way it happened. I'm glad that they did me the way they did me, because when I got there, my homie Cody Boyd, he's an engineer. He was a plant engineer there. He ended up breaking his ankle, but he was the one that was responsible for teaching me everything in this brick factory, like how to work on these machines, like they PLC and relay logic and all this stuff that I never worked on before. All I had to go off was my homie Cody Boyd and YouTube. So he ended up falling. He's a fat dude too. Ended up falling, breaking his ankle. He had to get all kinds of metal and shit in his ankle. He was out for a long time, and it's like my third week on the job. So
Shout out to the fat people.
For sure. Shout out, because that's my boy. I wouldn't trade that boy for the world.
You said he got all kind of metal in his shit, huh?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Like it was all messed up. So he was out for a grip of time. Like I can't remember how long, but probably like 2 months he was out of work.
Right.
So I had to learn how to work on these machines on my own. So when he was there, he told me, hey, Derrick, this is what I want you to do. That machine over there, it has all the parts in the graveyard, because they had a whole bunch of them broken in this other building and shit. There's like all the parts in the graveyard. You're gonna have to wire it up, but you have there's other machines in here that work. You go over to them, you can see how they work. I had the operators in there around me too, so I can ask them, hey, is this part supposed to do that after that happened and that go down and this happened and that? I'm asking the operators, making sure it's working right. So long story short, I ended up getting this thing that the specific machine he told me to work on was one they didn't give a damn about because it had caught on fire. I ended up fixing it and getting it to work again, and everybody there was amazed. Yeah. So Cody, he told me, hey, that's cool, you got it working and everything, and like that's dope, but make sure you take your time and you slow down, because it's not that many machines and it's not that much stuff to do around here, and you're a quick learner, as we say. So I'm like, all right, cool. Me and this other dude, his name Joe. He's my boy too, white dude, cool motherfucker. He came in the same time I did. So we was like, all right, well, since I'm gonna be taking my time on these machines, we might as well make ourselves an office. We the only maintenance personnel in the building and shit. Other than our supervisor, was a shitbag. He was alcoholic on the job and everything, man. Crazy.
Right.
But so we take this old little bathroom place, we turned into our office and everything. And for a lot of the time at FDP, we was chilling in that office. I'll be real with you. But whenever something was down, all of the operators had my numbers and Joe's numbers. Like, that was unheard of. Maintenance don't usually communicate with them. You just get it from the supervisor. But like I said, he was a dirtbag. So I gave all the operators my numbers. Whenever you have a problem, hit me up so it'll be a speedy fix. You know, we can keep it moving. So I say all of that to just build a foundation of how I was when I first got into the building. I hit the ground running. Second case, when I negotiated my pay there, I was like, they were like $25 an hour. I was like, well, I read the description and it's talking about relay logic and all of that. I'm not familiar. I don't want to learn that. It's horrible work. I hate relay logic. No. I take 20 though. I can do everything else. They're like, okay, cool. So they gave me $20 an hour to not work on relay logic, but work on everything else. Tell me why my boss, the dirtbag, ended up buying a trash compactor. This for across the street because they it's a shipping place for bricks and shit. They always have boxes or whatever. He buy a trash compactor, and it come from a junkyard or whatever, something. But it was stripped of all the wires, everything. It didn't have nothing inside of the electrical box. But guess what? Relays. The box is full of relays.
Right.
So I tell him, like, look, man, there's no way you want me to fix this and wire this thing up because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, it's full of relays. I'm getting $5 less an hour because I said I don't know this. So I would have took the $25 an hour if I knew you was gonna spring this up on me.
I know that's right.
So he ended up getting in an argument with me, like, well, we're gonna have to figure out a way to fix it because it's here now. I didn't spend money on it, yada yada yada. He didn't want it to come back on him. So he's like, well, I got my best maintenance personnel on the job. That's what he's telling the plant manager and all of this stuff. So it's on me now. So like I said, I got YouTube. I was mad, but at the end of the day, I ended up rigging that thing up, and it still works to this day. I asked the dudes that be doing the boxes over there. I still know a couple. It still work to this day. If the electrical people come and check it, they're gonna probably get fined because it's not done to code, but it worked.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say the name of the company though. We ain't gonna say the name of
right.
But I got you, yeah.
But so me and him got in a huge argument over me not wanting to do that and stuff. And after that day, we always had bad blood. I ended up having to pick up clean up a whole bunch of old rusty bricks out of this whole backyard area that they had. So I learned how to drive a forklift, a JCB, a tractor, all that shit, man. I did a whole lot for this company, right? And business started slowing down. My boss, he has a whole lot of people that he drink with on the weekends. And the machines are basically fixed at this point. So he has his favorites. I don't have much going on and much to do anymore because everything fixed.
So this okay now. So we're going into how you got into the weed.
Yep.
Business. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I ended up getting laid off basically.
Okay.
And I was looking for a different job for like a long time after that. But after I sat there and I thought about everything that I put into this, I was like, there's no way in hell. I am not going back for nobody ever again. Like, worst case scenario, I don't care. I'm not going back. And that's remember how I was telling you, like, I put the fire under my family now. Like, I do that. Like, I'm holding you accountable. I'm holding you to standards now.
That's right.
That's because when I decided I wasn't going back to work because of the way that they did me, and now my family is it was in their hands, and now I'm ass out. I don't know what to do.
Right.
That's my fault. I shouldn't have put my livelihood in nobody's hands like that. You know what I mean?
It's like if you let someone feed you, you also let them starve you too.
Exactly. So basically it was like no more. And the fire was under my feet at that moment. I was like, all right, I gotta make something shake. And so I started doing a little side work. I started doing gun wraps. I started working on like electric. I told people free diagnostics. If I can't fix it, I look at it. I tell you I can't fix it. If I can't fix it, you pay me. Started doing that. Like I started hit the ground running. I started hustling hard as I can. And man, Lanice, I don't think she know how much I appreciate her, man. Cause like this was, man. Okay, so me, I'm a lone wolf. I don't like to ask people for anything.
Yeah.
And at this time in my life, like I was asking people for stuff. Like I had my hand out, like I need help. And
Everybody
nobody
needs
like
help sometimes. Everybody
right,
needs help sometimes.
right. But when you have that mentality that you can't get over it, it's hard to ask.
Right.
You know?
It's pride. Yeah.
So like you can I'm telling you, like I was down bad. Like I was asking people and I asked something I never really did. Now I feel like I know who to ask and say. But a lot of people they wasn't feeling it. They wasn't bothering me, they wasn't hearing me, they weren't picking up the phone, nothing. So I started to realize who my friends were, who my friends weren't, who was there for me, who wasn't. Lanice held me down the whole fucking time, dude. Like Lanice struggled because of me. Because I said I'm not working for nobody else. Lanice put herself in a bad situation because of me.
Right.
So
but you know, with her being your better half, that's how she's supposed to hold you down, you know. That's some real woman shit. Shout out to Lanice, shout out to my beautiful daughter. That's right.
Yup. So shit, man, I don't even know where to start with Lanice because there was a couple points, but okay, I'm gonna get into the weed. First.
Okay, let's get into the weed.
So I knew what I was doing, man. Because when I was working at FDP, I was doing the research. I was like, man, okay, so it costs this much to do that, to get that. I gotta buy that. And when you start growing, you have to understand that nutrients don't matter. What else don't matter? It's a couple things that don't matter. That's there for a money grab.
Let's just get into it, man, about how you okay, so you were done with this job, and then just from the stuff you had learned and from what you already know, putting two and two together, you're like, okay, I'm done working for someone. This is some bullshit. Let me go ahead and so from there you was like, let me just go ahead and do the weed thing. Like how okay, gotcha.
Kinda. Like I said, it costed a lot of money. Like if you want to grow good weed, the research is gonna tell you, forget the nutrients. It's a high-powered light. You need a high-powered light. So I started doing the research on the high-powered lights. Like what kind of high-powered lights are for horticulture? I ran across this thing called HLG, $600 per light. So I'm like, okay, I just got laid off. I have a savings. I have a little bit of savings. How much do she believe in me? I know I can do this, but how much do she believe in me? You know, because I'm gonna need her help now. Okay, so I'm about to spend my money on this light because I need the quality to be what I need it to be in order to make my money, you know, or in order to do what I need to do, you know. But,
yeah.
So, oh shoot, okay, she is like, all right. So she allowed me go ahead and spend my money on this equipment, and that was it. After that first grow, I was hooked. I was like, all right, boom. It came out. Now looking back, it was Reggie. It was horrible weed. That first couple runs, it was bad. But when it,
but that was your first time. That was like,
yeah, like if it popped though, people was fucking with it because I'm in Virginia. If I was in California or Colorado, in the weed capitals, I would have never tried growing weed again because I would have known what good weed was. But since I'm here, it was always bad weed. Like, I mean, it's some good weed around, but it's like $50 an eighth and crazy shit like that. I ain't finna buy that. Right. So like the normal shit is what I grew my first time. Okay. And that's why I say nutrients don't matter. It's the light. Because I didn't know what I was doing.
That's what you're saying. It's not the nutrients, it's the light that matters.
If you get a high power light and your environment is dialed in, you A1. You can use any nutrients you want. You're going to be A1, and I can guarantee it. As long as you know when to switch your veg nutrients to your flower nutrients and you know how to transition in that little time period, you're going to be A1 no matter what nutrients you get.
Okay, so you're just like, you know what? Let me take this. I'll talk to my woman. She's on board. She's rocking with me. So you take what you know and you start doing the little weed thing. You start doing your research. And keep on going. Let us know.
All right. So boom. Like you said, start doing the research and everything. Huh?
Like, was it difficult at first because it takes so long? Like, how much is it? it's a lot you got to put into it, right?
Yeah, see, you have, man, I think this is my opinion. I think you just have to have a natural love for doing it. You have to like doing it in order for it to get better, in order to progress. Because you're not gonna get it perfect the first time, and like it's time consuming. You have to want to do it again to see if you can get it right, and do it again, and do it again. You have to keep on wanting to do it. Because if it's not something you want to do or you're not into, you're just doing it to smoke. You're gonna just, you're gonna make some money, and then you're gonna start just buying weed because you don't really want to do it. But if you actually doing it, then learning it is the easiest thing, because to keep it going, you're gonna be consistently around it. In order to get good product, you're gonna have to consistently be around it and consistently be fixing stuff, defoliating stuff, reading about stuff, cloning so you can redo the same thing again and like get it better the next time because you learned from what you did previously. Like you could just always be. That's why I say, like, that's why this was kind of hard to get set up, because every day, dude, is I'm constantly doing something in order to
break it down like on a day-to-day basis. Well, let's keep going in about how you first started. You said you bought the light, and let's just go on from there. Just break everything down.
All right, so I bought the light. Like I said, that first run wasn't that good looking back at it, but when it was here, people was rocking with it, and I was like, okay, cool. So it looked good, and I was like, hey, Lenise, look, I told you, I did it, I told you. So I was like, hey, Lenise, do you still believe in me? Can you do this again? Can we do this again for 4 more months? She's like, all right, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy 2 more. So I did that. I just rinsed and repeated, and then put more work into it. That's it. Right. And then from the first 10 I had, I learned everything in that first one. So when I got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, however many I got, however many I got, it was the same thing. It's just how much time are you willing to put in it, Right. But after you get the first one, it's the same thing after. Only now when you upgrade, you get more space, and you spend more time with it, then you can start dabbling with all of the other things that come along with it. Like once you get your BPD, which is your environment, on point, you got yourself a good light, you got the bootleg nutrients over there. Okay, so now you got everything good. You see what these nutrients can do if you're happy with it. Now I can start experimenting with the other nutrients, seeing what that can do with it. It's always something to learn, something to do. But so after I bought the light, I literally did the same thing, but like I said, now it's just more to do. I bought more flavors, different flavors to see what I like, different indicas, sativas, to experiment with. I learned that sativas, I don't like those. I like the smoke. I love the sativa smoke, but growing a sativa is so much more time consuming. It's like an extra month or so tacked onto it. And like when you already have something going, like a routine, it throws everything off. So I just learned that recently. Genetics.
Oh, go ahead.
Like it's just a whole bunch of different things. Like genetics. What I was gonna say about that is, I feel like I lost a couple. Like looking back, it was a couple good strains that I like. I would have loved to keep around. The way the genetics work is, if you pop a seed, that's like a mom and a dad having a baby, right? It'll have the last name, when I'm talking about a seed, like for example, it'll Girl Scout cookies. If I pop a Girl Scout cookies, it'll have the same name. It's still Girl Scout cookies, but I pop another seed, and it's gonna come out like a sister or a brother. It's not gonna always be the same exact. You know what I mean? So I started learning about, so with genetics, there's always some type of variance. It's always going to be some type of variance. And that's what got me looking into clones. So now I do a whole bunch of clones. I have one mom plant. Well, I have 3 that I think I'm going to like. Like I haven't smoked them yet, but I touched them, smelled them, and I love them. Like it's 3 different ones that I love. And, but before I put them in, dang, man, I'm bad at this. Because I think ahead and realize, dang, but I didn't cover that. I need to go back real quick.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Dang,
do your thing, man.
Okay.
I know you just got a lot you want to get out. Take your time
It's
with
a
it.
lot.
Yeah. Hey, tell me this. Tell me this.
And
Tell me this. Tell me this real quick. How do you tell a male plant from a female plant?
Oh, female and a male plant. That's hard unless you buy feminized seeds, strictly feminized seeds, and the way you get those, it's a scientific process. But
Okay.
if you buy feminized seeds, then you know there's no males. You can pop them blindly. You can always get a female. But if you have regular seeds and you have to stare at the plant, it's like if it's not in flower, if you haven't switched the light cycle to flower, which is 12-12, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, it's hard to tell.
Ooh,
But it is a way
okay.
to tell. Because if you keep it in veg, 18 hours lights on, 6 hours off. If you keep a plant in veg long enough, it'll start growing little white hairs. And the little white hairs are indicators of it's a female plant. I think they call it pistils or something like that, but they are pollen receivers. So they receive the pollen and they do their little thing and they start producing a seed. That's what the little white hairs are. And when you see that little white hair and it's still on 18 and 6, that means you veg for a really long time for it to show. And that means you got a female. But an earlier way to know is, it's a couple different earlier ways. Like I said, you can clone. You can cut clones, root them, and then put them in the flower. Like, you don't have to keep a clone because, it start off as a tiny little branch. So you'll flip that in the flower. That'd be maybe like 2 weeks, and you'll start to see the white hairs. But usually you can tell 100% when you flip from 18 and 6 to 12-12. The females got little hairs. The males, they look like grapes. Like if you ever seen a grapevine, like how it grow in clusters, that's what the male look like. But it won't look like that at first. At first, it'll look like you have to look at it to see, because it's a really similar shape. Okay, so you have like this diamond shape. If I knew the names of it, it would be better. But you have like this diamond shape and a little white hair grow out of it. That's a female. But if you have this diamond shape, it's kind of like a triangle, but like a diamond. It's hard to explain. It's a very similar look to a female. Okay. But if you have an eye for it, you can tell it's a male.
Okay.
That's the safest way to tell, if you can spot it by eye. If you can't do that, then you're gonna have to switch it to flower. But you're gonna have to look at it like consistently, because if it go too far in the flower and you're not paying attention to it, it'll start producing pollen. And then you will have whatever flower that you do have, you're gonna have seedy, messed up, nasty, shitty weed, basically.
Really? Oh, okay. Right. Okay, got you.
So that's why I only stick with feminized seeds, because I do not want them problems. I don't want to put all that money and work into electric and nutrients and all that just to have it pollinated and get seeds everywhere.
Now, is this something that you're doing pretty much all day, all night? Like, how long is a harvest? How long is a harvest? Let's say that first of all.
How long do it take to get there?
Yeah, to where you're like taking it off and you're, drying it out. How long does it take? Does it take months and months and months?
Okay.
Like a season?
Nah.
How did the season?
Not really. Just about from seed to harvest, I'd say about 60 days, 2 months.
Oh, that's
2 months
it?
and 10 days.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
From seed to harvest.
And what?
No. I take that back. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm wrong. It depends. If you have an auto flower, and I don't advocate for those because they have ruderalis in the genetics.
You there? You fell off.
Man, it says speaker offline. It threw me off because I was like, I'm speaking. Am I the speaker?
Hey, you know what? It's all good. We're good. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Teresita, I want to give her a shout out again. All season real estate, tax and notoriety. She's in Pittsburgh, California. You can get a hold of her at 925-427-2303. Get your tax done. And if you mention Big Twizz or the Big Twizz Show, she is going to give you a discount. So everybody, you need your taxes done, Go to her, man. Check her out. Teresita. All right. Okay, go ahead, Sam. What was you saying?
So dang, where was I? What I stopped to say?
We're talking about the harvest.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's
So
more than
if you have autoflowers, which I don't advocate for, that's about 2 months, give or take, from seed to harvest. Now that you don't have to switch from 18 to 6 to 12 and 12. That's gonna automatically flower on its own. You just water that thing and let it go, let it grow, and it's gonna flower for you. Now if you do photo periods, which are seeds that don't automatically flower, you literally have to change the seasons on them, then that's going to take you about 4 months. Well, for me, it take about 4 months. It depends on how big you want to grow your plants. I have a set size in mind with mine, a quantity that I go for every harvest. So mine is about 2 months veg, and then it's going to be 2 months flower after I switch it to 12-12.
Okay.
So after you switch to 12-12, it's about 2 months after that.
So what do you like as far as growing weed outside, growing it inside? What do you like better? And what's the better
Indoors.
process? What's the better process?
My opinion, being here in Virginia, where we have hella high humidity, indoors all day. Like, because there's going to be some growers, man, and this is why I don't smoke everybody's weed. Because first of all, I follow some people on Instagram that have their dogs and cats and stuff in there, grow them, it's fur and shit everywhere. I don't like that. But that's a problem with outdoor grows also in Virginia, because the humidity is so high. You have these tight nugs. They're going to all obviously be dense if they're outdoors, because there's no better light than the sunlight. Like, there's no better quality than the sunlight. So you're going to get some tight nugs. But what comes with that? That comes with moisture. When you got high humidity and you got them tight nugs and tight spaces, what comes with that? Mold, bud rot. That's how that happens. So just because I'm in control of things like that, I definitely say indoors, 100% always going to have the better quality.
Right.
Now, if you in a drier state like California, I know y'all got some fire outdoor weed. Colorado, they got some fire outdoor, but they in dry environments. You know, they can control that type of stuff. But here,
it's more. Yeah, it's moist out there, man. So that humidity. Wow. What was I about to say? Like, what was your feelings when you first came across that? Hey, weed is legal now, man. What was your mindset when you heard that? Like, did you already smoke weed? You already smoked when?
Yeah.
What was your mindset when you heard that, bro?
So, man, look, okay. So I'm gonna take little elements from everything that I said so far. So, it's always been crappy weed out here. So when they said it was gonna be legal out here, I was like, and they said I can grow it too. I was like, okay, research. That's the first thing. Like, hey, we don't want to. I can do it myself now. I don't want to smoke that no more. Like, okay, first thing first, I'm gonna learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Second thing was, it was just putting together what I already knew, because I meant to shout out my homie in Colorado. His name Justin Foreman, and his homie that he introduced me to, Old Man Jinx, aka Jeff. They the ones that actually put me on. Shout out to them real quick. Yeah, they probably won't even see it, honestly. But they the ones that put me on the growing. They showed me like the extreme basics, but they were doing their thing. Like, Jeff gave me, he this old Vietnam veteran and shit. He hate all the government type of shit the same way I do. So we clicked like instantly.
Right.
But he used to make dabs, like he had his old basement full of weed that he was growing and all of that shit.
There you go.
And he was showing me the ropes and everything out there. Yeah, they were showing me the ropes out there and everything.
You know, it's there you go. Okay.
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What you say? I didn't hear it.
Oh no, you're good. We're back on. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So but they're the ones that got me in love for growing. Justin and Old Man Jinx. They had some. This was like soon as I got out the military, so like 2017, and they had some advanced shit going on. Like they didn't have the quantum boards, but they had some powerful LEDs going on at the time, and they showed me a whole bunch of shit. But back then, neither me nor Lanice had the means to buy that type of equipment and like produce some quality product. Right. So that's when I started, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And like I said, I was in Colorado, so I ceased to do that.
You know?
Huh? Trial and error for sure. Yeah, but so when they legalized it here, I was like, all right, let me tap back into that, what I know, and then let me dig a little deeper. So when I was at FDP, all the time when he told me, hey, take your time, slow down, man. We don't fix that shit too fast. Man, I'm reading shit on how to grow weed. I'm learning how to grow weed the whole time. Right. So it was like perfect timing, honestly. It was when they legalized it, and when I got laid off, that was perfect timing.
Right. That's
like it was meant to happen, dude. I believe in what should I say? I don't know. I guess I believe in some weird things. I put it like that. Like it was meant to happen that way. Like,
hey, well, yeah. You know what? I really commend you on because people are their own worst enemy, and I really commend you on saying, you know what, I can't do this no more. You found your way in life. A lot of people don't. They're 60 years old and still searching. You found out what you wanted to do at a young age, and it's like you can't be a genius and someone just box you in. You got to be outside the box. You can't have, but you took that leap to do what you wanted to do instead of working for someone. Like I have a t-shirt company. It's PYOC. Right. Pick your own cotton. Shout out to PYOC. Pick your own cotton. And it stands for, instead of working for somebody else, man, work for yourself, invest in yourself. And that's what you did, and you had your woman to believe in you, and you took that leap. And I mean, look at you now, you doing your thing, and a lot of people are scared to do that. And just think if you had like a little army with you or a little village with you, helping you out and y'all doing it together. We were just talking about this. Won't you expand on that a little bit? Generational wealth. Won't you expand on that?
Dang, man, I didn't want to cut you off, but you said something and I wanted to key on it, and I don't even.
Being your own worst. Okay, go ahead.
Being your own worst enemy, that might have been it.
Being your own worst enemy, just taking that leap of faith to do it yourself.
Yeah. Dang, so we can go off of that. I was having an argument with my brother last night. This is what I mean by and this year, now that I seen how this happened, I'm holding fire to everybody's feet. And I struggle. The thing is about this, I have a hard time doing it because I would have never took that leap of faith. Like I was forced out. They picked me out. They laid me off. So if I was still there, I would have been comfortable chilling. So when people hear it, you just talking about it, it's hard for me to hold back because I was forced into this position and I see what can come from it. Okay. Gotcha. But I still got to remember to put myself into their shoes and understand how hard it is, But like I said, I argue with my brother. My mom she understood where I was coming from, but she wanted to chime in too, so I had to fire her up too.
Shout out to bro and mom. Shout out to bro and mom. I heard that, right.
But generational wealth, man. It's not gonna come from a job, unless you some pristine type person that finds a way. Because even if you did make all the money in the world coming from a job, you're not making that money out of nowhere. You sacrificing something for it. It's gonna be time.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
To where you're not gonna get rich,
Yeah, exactly. You might think you getting rich in one way, but you're not getting rich. Exactly.
Not even close. You making the other person rich, and they're giving you the crumbs. Just like you said, it's another thing. It's another part of slavery. That shit is insanity to go to a job doing the same thing over and over, and you're just making enough to get by. You save money. It's hard to save money when they're giving you crumbs. You got to make a lot of money to save money,
Right.
Right.
Right. And then you start looking into like the cost to make these products that in these factories that you working in, and it's like, dang, y'all coming up hella big, and I'm
Right.
still getting just enough to it didn't make sense to me. But there's jobs out there where people gonna be happy. They gonna, like lawyers, doctors. I'm sure they doing their thing, but it take time that everybody don't have. But
Right.
hey, what if we had generational wealth? Then people would be able to go to these schools or whatever and not have a fear of being in debt for the rest of their life. Like
Exactly.
it can't be a cycle, it can't be go to college just so I can get a high paying job when I'm gonna be locked into that job forever because
Right.
I went to college. So now I got to pay that back, and I can't even leave this job because I hate it here, but I still owe all this money. Like, it's all a trap, man. All of that shit is a
It
trap.
is. It's all a
So
trap, and thank God
it's
that
just a
you got.
trap to keep the wheels running, man.
Yeah, thank God something clicked in your mind. Something been clicked. It's just, it's all in time. Like the opportunity, because sometimes something bad can happen, but something great can come out of that all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Like a lot of the best stuff comes out of recessions, inventions and stuff, and it's just like I said, with you being like a genius, it's hard to keep that in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get your creativeness off. So I mean that's good. Like you're doing something that's going to make you money to do other stuff, even. Not only this is the
That's
vision.
the plan, man.
That's the plan, Stan. Right.
That's the plan.
Yes.
Man, look, matter of fact, let me shout out some people real quick.
Man, shout out
Man,
who
look,
you want, man. This is your
I'm so proud of my
platform, too.
sister because like you just said, doing this, it's gonna spark, like, if I want to, like, my name is Humble Beginnings. I want to stay humble, but at the same time, it's like I gotta keep on talking my shit to spark these flames. So I want to
That's
shout
right.
out to my sister. She just started her Instagram. It's called Breeze Closet .00. So that's BRESCLOSET point or period 00. And
That's
she
right.
started like I was I'm trying to build a tribe of like-minded individuals. And one of my homies, his name is Brandon Fallon. Shout out to him too, actually. He has a shop. It's called Juice & Co. on Depop, DEPOP.com. And his shop is called JUCEANDCO. Juice & Co. is all one word. But so me and him was talking. He wanted to learn how to grow and stuff. And both of us come from the city. Like, we left after school, and then we came back to Virginia after living in the city. We're like, okay, it's too slow around here. We gotta make something shake, and we're not trying to do it that way. It's time to break those curses and do it this way, like,
That's
you know. So he started his little shop. I'm gonna link him and my sister together so he can help her out, hopefully, and they can start building that way. I got my homeboy Austin Hayden. That's my dog. He on board to build this website for me, so we can start advertising. And cause check this out, man. I've been thinking about business idea models and shit too. Like, look,
That's right.
2023 is that year.
It
Matter
is
of fact,
that year,
I'm
man. You
gonna
can feel it.
spill the beans for the viewers. Check this out, y'all. If y'all want to make some money for free, this is what you do. You advertise. You advertise like your life depended on it, like your rent depended on it. If you want to make some money without putting any money into a business, advertise products that you do not have. Don't buy them. Advertise first, get the orders in, and then, boom. If it's a good idea, people are gonna buy it. People are gonna rock with it if it's a good idea, and they're gonna put in the orders, and then you start your business that way. If they don't rock with it, they're not gonna put in the orders. And guess what? If you didn't spend that money, you didn't messed up anyway, because they're not gonna put in the orders. They don't want the product. So advertise first, make sure people like it, get the orders in, and then ship out. And then guess what? If you think that's gonna take too long, send them a discount code for the next time. People like free shit. Send them some free stuff or whatever they just ordered, you know? Like, but you
Look,
can start
free
without
game.
putting any money in anything. That's free game.
Free
Like,
game on the
and that's,
Big Twizz
I
Show.
broke that down to my mom. Like, we sit down at, like, not every night, but a lot of the nights out the weekend. And I don't want to sound like that guy, but I'm bringing up money, because money don't buy happiness. But if you broke and you stressed, it sucks a lot worse than if you got money and you stress, you know?
That shit do bring happiness.
So I don't want to
You know
sound
what
like
you
money
talking
is
about?
everything.
Yeah, I'm happy. Every more dollar in my pocket, I'm happy than a mother.
Right.
It do to a certain
So
extent, but
yeah,
yeah,
so
we get what you're saying. We get what you're saying.
like, hey, it's all kinds of different ways to make money out here, man. We just got to get to it. But like, like you said,
It's
I'm
the
trying to build that
education.
tribe.
People need that
Yup.
education. You know, you just dropped.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
And
y'all, he just dropped some free game on the Big Twizz Show for y'all. Everybody, hit that like button, subscribe. We doing this for you. We doing this for the people. All right. He just gave y'all some free
right.
game. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, man. Dang.
No, you good. You
Where
good.
I going?
You good, man. You was just talking about
I know
how
I was doing the shout outs and everything. Oh, I was talking about, we talk about like multiple times out the week. We sitting down and we talking about different ways to make money. Like
that's right.
none of us want to be working these 9 to 5s. We trying to bring in different money. And now that I'm doing my own thing outside of a 9 to 5, I got my electronic, my electrical, all that shit going on. Now I can start spending money on my sister's thing that she got going on. So if she need a subscription fee for like a website or something like that, then boom, that can go to that because it's gonna bring a return. As long as it's advertisement going on, you seeing orders, you seeing people messing with what you got going on, it's gonna be a return. But if you don't start and you constantly thinking about it, it's gonna never happen.
Yeah, you
That was
gotta
one of my
put that
biggest
foot in front of that other foot. And if you need to bring her on this show and put her out there, do it. Because my platform is your platform. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Keep doing what you're doing. Like, and I want to send a shout out to Malcolm Lawrence. We get into the history about the Bible, just all kind of history about blacks being indigenous. We got Turtle Gang, my man Norris Francis. Shout out to Turtle Gang NYC. I'm Turtle Gang West. You know, we about to have the music coming out. You know, we got Virginia right there. You know, so we got a lot of things coming, man. We got a lot of things coming. Everybody, hit them likes buttons, subscribe. You know, get at my man. Hey, Derrick, how can the people get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you? Email.
All right, so I don't really give out my Facebook. I don't even accept everybody that add me. It's more for like people I actually know.
Right.
But my if you enter my growing, my grow page is NNK_humble_beginnings, and it's all spelled like that. NNK_HUMBLE_BEGINNINGS. Yeah.
Man, you gonna have to do that shit again.
I'm on Snapchat also. Dang. I'm on Snapchat. I'm pretty sure it's under the same name. Huh?
Yeah. Go ahead and give it one more time clearly.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's NNK_HUMBLE_BEGINNINGS.
Okay, cool. Now I got another question for you. Do you know the difference between what's the difference between THC and CBD? Is there a difference?
Yeah, it's a difference. I don't like CBD, man. That's like diet weed. Like I would never grow no CBD.
You said
plant.
what? It's like what?
It's like diet weed. Like you get all of the benefits of smoking or consuming weed without the psychoactive effects. I like to feel high. I like the buzz.
Right.
Well, no, if you into the benefit, like some people say that it helped with like they feel it in their stomach, like it helped with digestion and different, like all kinds of. If it were me, I would rather have that in a balm or something like that, a topical. Like right. I like to smoke and feel it. I don't like to just burn my lungs up for no reason.
So what do you prefer? Do you prefer blunts or hitting from a pipe or bong? Like what do you prefer? Bong?
Bong is my preferred method of smoking.
Yo, what is
the water pipe?
What is the purpose of people putting like gin or liquor in a bong? Like, what is that purpose? I've never understood that shit.
I don't. That's new to me. Actually, no, I I don't know, man. I think it's for videos. Cause I
Yeah.
seen a dude put an egg in his bong. He put an egg in there, smoked it, and then drunk the egg, the raw egg.
That nigga was on something else.
I don't know what he was
on
smoking,
something
but
else.
he the type of person that got them damn cats and dogs in his grow room smoking the birds.
Right. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. So man, okay, well check this out. We gonna wrap it up. I want you to come back, man. I want you to come
I'm
back.
on board for sure.
Yeah, you got to come back. Like I said, man, if you wanna, you can use the platform. You know, you my son, so you can use the platform. You want to get your sister on here, whoever. But I want you gotta keep coming back, man. You know, you family.
Definitely. Now I see how easy it is, how it's rocking. It's a link in that. Easy work, man.
Hell
Soon,
yeah,
like I
man.
said, soon as my routine is straight, and I know, all right, at this time I'm gonna be doing that, this time we doing that, this time I'm gonna be doing that, and everything is like routine, except for like repair orders or something like that.
Right.
When the rest of my day is consistently routine, I'm jumping on the podcast thing hardcore because I just started archery again. I started working out, meditating, and I'm just trying to work all that shit in to do it the same time every day. You know what I mean? And once I do that, then I'm gonna be on this hard.
And you know what? When you come back here, we can talk about anything, not just everything.
That's what I was about to say.
That's what I want to learn about meditation. I've never meditated. Only time I'm meditating is when I'm sleeping at night. Shit.
Yo, that's because it's like how can sitting there and closing your eyes and letting go be so hard?
Right.
Like it's really hard, man.
Right.
It's easy to sit there and fall asleep, but to meditate is hard, and that's why like I said, it's gonna take some time to start doing it again. Cause like I can sit there and fake it and say I'm meditating, but I know what real meditation is, and like I tried it the other day and it wasn't working. Like
right. And you know what? It's good because we got that ADHD mind. It's going all over the place. So we need
that what that is?
Marijuana. Yeah, man. We're always thinking. We're all like, dude, I came up, check this out. My PYOC. I think so much. My mind never gets a rest. I think so much. I woke up at 3 a.m. because I thought of the black Afro pick fist.
Yeah, the pick.
Yeah, I dreamt of this, man, because my mind is steadily working. The black Afro pick with the chains hanging down. The chains are hanging down. And pick your own cotton.
Oh!
So it's pick, black Afro, pick your own cotton. And like I said, the comb, the things coming down, their chains hanging down.
Yo, I've seen it, and I didn't get the concept until you just broke it down. That makes that came in a dream. That's crazy.
That came in a dream, man, because I'm always thinking, and you seem like you like me, like you're always thinking. You're always like shit comes to me in my dream, but yeah, that's the concept. Pick your own cotton. Got an Afro.
Yo, that's tight.
That's dope, right?
That's super dope. And a double entendre on the words. That is tight.
Hey, man, we're constantly, so a mind like ours would be good with meditation. It might be good with smoking weed to slow us down a little bit and relax us because we're just fire. And
now I gotta look into ADHD because I didn't know that's what it was, but the way you describing it is exactly right. And that's why when I was talking, like I forget what I'm saying and want to go back, but can't even finish.
You got so much. Like it's like, and you know ADHD. What helps also is to get you a calendar and write stuff on your calendar. It helps because we have to stay organized because we're constantly thinking. Like, boy, you a genius. And it's not a bad thing. It's just how our mind works. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not a bad thing. It's just that's how we work. I love it because it keeps me on point, and we challenge ourselves, constantly challenging ourselves. So it's a good thing, man. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. But but like I said, man, we talk more about just anything, son. This is your platform. Hey, mi casa, su casa.
For sure, su casa, mi casa.
Whatever, goddammit. Well, check this out. check this out, man. We're gonna bring you back though. Hey, but before we leave, you ready to play this Big Twizz game?
Let's get it.
It's
Let's
the Big
go.
Twizz Show, man. We got the game for you, man.
Let's do this thing.
Now, I don't know. See, you a little young, so I gotta go with my young
I
question.
knew it.
Huh?
When I paid attention to when a couple times you do that, I was like, man, I hope he don't play this game with me because I ain't gonna know the answers. I ain't gonna know which one to
shit. Man, well, you know what? I'm gonna try and go with what I think you might know. We'll
All right.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood?
Menace to Society.
All right. J. Cole's or Kendrick Lamar?
J. Cole, man. J. Cole, my boy. Oh, J. Cole, man. Kendrick Lamar, he's too obnoxious with it. Man, J. Cole, cool, man. J. Cole, cool, laid back, dog.
Oh, okay.
I can feel my vibe in J. Cole, man.
Right.
And the neighbor song, about me. I'm gonna let Lanice tell that story.
Okay.
The neighbors think I'm selling dope. Oh man, the neighbors, dog.
I heard that. Oh man, let me think something else for you. Let's go with 68 GT Shelby or 68 Pontiac GTO.
Can I use the internet?
Here. No. Here we go. Hold on. We'll get something else. I got an easy one for you. Biggie or Big Pun?
Oh, dang. I thought you was going to say Pac.
No, everybody.
Biggie or Pun?
I got to change it up. Big Pun. Now, really think about this. Biggie or Big Pun? Let's go with lyrically. Think about it.
I'm gonna go with Pun, man. Big Pun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Big Pun.
We love Biggie. Shout out to Biggie, but Pun was a goddamn beast, bro.
Man, Pun's words, he was just different with like the way he. I don't know. Biggie was more basic than Big Pun, that's for sure.
It was a basic big, yeah. Biggie was dope. Like I said before, man, his first album, that was a classic, Ready to Die, hands down. I don't think nobody really messing with that. But when it comes to lyrics, man, Big Pun is crazy. His son, I think his name is Chris Reeve. His son is just like his father, like just dope. Okay, yeah.
What's his name again?
Chris Reeve.
Chris Reed?
Yeah, he spits just like his father. Just like his
word?
Father. Yes, you got to look him up.
Definitely got to check him out.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go. Tupac or Nas?
Dang, man.
Hey.
Tupac or Nas? Ah, jeez. Man. Dang, bro, I don't have anything to really go off on. I'm going to have to go with Tupac just because I like his catalog more. But I like both of their content, though, honestly. Like that, I don't know about that one.
You say you don't know about that one? I'm going to go with Tupac on that one. Okay, next question. I'm going to hit you with an easy one. Redman or Method Man? Which one we doing?
Method Man. For
I
sure.
came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go with my Astro plane. That was my shit. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if you can get this one. You said you didn't watch a lot of TV. I want to see if you. Okay, I know something you might know. The show Martin, or in Living Color.
I'm gonna go with Living Color.
You gonna go with a Living Color?
No.
Are you sure?
No. And Living Color. No, I take that back. I'm thinking. I was thinking Living Single at first. I used to like Living Single, but I would go with Martin over Living Color because honestly, I think In Living Color might have been funnier, but I never watched it. I only watched like a little couple cuts of it on MTV a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, but you said, but you watched the Living Color, or no, Living Single?
Yeah, I had
That's
a
with
crush
the
on
girls,
her. I
right?
can't remember the. It was a dark lady on there. I can't remember what her name was. But
I know, and she was real funny, always talking shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I had a crush on her. That was funny. let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find another one for you. Let's see. Damn, I gotta get some questions here for young folks, man. Oh Lord, let's see. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Dang, man. Michael Jackson or Prince? Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I like one Prince song better than all of Michael Jackson's songs.
Really? Better than all? Really?
Yeah. And this
what?
is Dove's Cry. Or is that what it's called?
Wow, really?
I like that one over all of but I think Michael Jackson has more songs that I would like total than all of Prince's work.
Yeah, his catalog is way bigger, more broad. But really, that one song trumps everything, huh?
I like that song, man. It's probably because my mom used to play it all the time.
Right,
and then when I went to Colorado, I would sing that song and Midnight Train to Georgia song. Me and Lenise be singing that shit in the house. But yeah, it's like a personal relationship with it. That's the only reason I picked it.
Right. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson. You know, I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson. Let's see. Let me get you with. Okay, I'm gonna go old school. I think you know these two people. I'm gonna go with Darnell Jones. You know who that is? Singing. Darnell Jones.
Darnell, a singer.
Nope. We can't go with that. Nope. Okay. We're gonna go with Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey.
Mariah
over Whitney Houston, really?
Mariah.
Okay.
Man, look, I'm just being real. All the women I picked is because I had a crush on them when I was little.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's go with. You know what? We're gonna put it this way. I got one more question. Did you like being on the Big Twizz Show?
Man, what? Aside from the rambling and struggling to get stuff out straight, man, I'm so glad I got to get on here and we just got to rap. Like, yeah, this is good. This is nice. Man, for sure.
You did good, man. Hey, the rambling, that's what you do. People want to know. You know what I'm saying? If we just sitting here dead time looking at each other, that don't work. So that rambling, that's what helps the show, man. You know, and I know everybody is, you know, everybody digging you. You know, you got to come back and bless us again. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's so much bullshit going on in this world. And if we can reach one and teach one on the Big Twizz Show, that's what we're going to do. You did?
Most definitely. Yeah. And if people did like what I was talking about and everything, hey, y'all can always hit me up, hit the inbox or whatever. I'm down to talk about some wild conspiracies, some crazy stuff, all kinds of stuff, yo. Like, I just like the same way we did this, I ramble on all day, like for real. If I got the time.
Next time we get on, man, we just start talking. You
know, yeah.
It don't have to be no kind of structure, nothing. We just talking shit.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
This is also the man cave, man. This is the man cave. We can talk some shit right here.
Most definitely.
No doubt.
And it's a perfect time for it too. With all this stuff going on, man, you can literally take everything, get a newspaper or something, and just open it up, and it's gonna be a topic from all kinds of different. It's so much shit going on to talk about nowadays, man. This is nice for real.
Yeah, that's why you gotta come back on so we can shoot the shit, man.
Definitely.
Hey, man. Shout out to my son-in-law, Derrick. Shout out to Lenise, Nichelle, for holding my man down. That's what a good, strong woman does. That's right. We love you, Lenise. And Shout out to my son. He got his little twist in his hair now, trying to be like daddy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Caleb, my son. Oh man,
Trying.
his son, my grandbaby. You know, yeah, definitely, man. You got to come back home, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait.
Cool. I'll have fun with you, and we got to do it again soon, baby.
For sure. I appreciate it, man.
All right, love you, young sir, and we'll get back
Love.
to it. Everybody, hit that like and subscribe button.
Like and
Big
subscribe.
Twizz Show. And we out of here. We out.
It's real.